So let's just break it down according to each part, and then I'm going to show you an example. And today we're going to look at actually coming up with a headline. Okay, so I want you to start thinking about what's something that I'd like to communicate. I'm going to get to that in a second. So the headline is meant to be a bite-sized summary. It's one thing. It's only one thing that you want your audience to know. It's got to capture someone's attention. The key messages back it up. So just a bite size. We don't have to tell the whole story. Clear, concise, simple, short and focused. Why? Why is the topic important? How does it affect your audience? That's really important. It's not about you, as Dave said. It's about your audience. Why should they care about it? Why should they care about it? Not just something that you're trying to push at them, but is it focused on them and their needs? What is the current situation and how will this change it? So some of those key things that kind of expand on the headline. The foundation is the facts, the data, the research, an example. So you're given the headline, you're given the key messages, and then you can say, oh yeah, there's a great example of this situation in what I could quickly explain. It could be third-party endorsement, so it could be someone else telling them that. It could also be the reason why you're here story. Does everyone have a reason why you're here story? Does anyone know what I mean by that? I love what Dave said, and I keep coming back to Dave. It's quite interesting that winning a tender and writing a press release is actually quite similar. I've often thought that when Dave presents. So being authentic, I really liked the element of what you had there at the start, the triangle of being authentic. People want to know who you are. So can you tell a story about why you're here? What difference this is making to you and what difference it's going to make to them? I tell a story, I won't tell it now because I've told it a lot. Does anyone remember my reason why I'm here story? No, okay. Dawn does, yep. Yeah, been around a while, yep. So I used to be a journalist and confronted with the negative aspect of news and the impact on people. And one of my teams, here's Dame Michelle, who's sitting up the back. Wave, Michelle. She's also had these experiences where you're confronted with the negativity and the impact and having to talk to people who've gone through tragedy and ask them how they feel about that situation. And enough of those times really impacted me, and I decided to get out of the profession. And now I still want to use my skills for good, and so that's why I'm here, helping you guys communicate better. That's an abridged version, but it's something that does, I guess, speak to who I am at my core. So I want you to think about that too when you leave here. What is a story that you could be telling? It could be you, it could be a client, it could be a staff member. It doesn't have to be your personal story. And then the basement is the call to action. So what's your audience's next step with you? What do you want them to do?